Hey guys, it's Melanie here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share to you guys about what it's like living on the autism spectrum disorder. So I've been living with this condition for about 22 years, and I was diagnosed when I was 4 years old, and I didn't talk or speak a word until I was 4 years old. So that time I was diagnosed and I was starting to have behavioral issues that time. So living on the autism spectrum disorder is really hard. So I struggle a lot with social interaction, socialization problems, some social anxiety symptoms with it, where I get really anxious talking with people during the conversation, especially in social settings. Also developing repetitive behaviors, and also had difficulty understanding what other people are feeling. Like sometimes I'm unaware of other people's emotions, like have difficulty understanding people's perspective as well. So that can be really hard over there. And for the past years, like during school, I was really recently bullied like severely, and I didn't feel like I fit into the circles with neurotypical people. And from preschool to fourth grade, I was in a special education class with people on the autism spectrum disorder, mental disabilities, learning disabilities, and I kind of made friends over there until fourth grade. I got transferred to the mainstream class where there's only neurotypical people, like people without autism or a disability. So I wasn't very happy over there because I didn't like moving in to a class where I'm not familiar with. And so yeah, during fourth grade I was moved into a neurotypical class on the mainstream, and I'm not gonna lie, some people there are horribly rude to me. Like I was being bullied like severely, and I didn't feel like I fit in over there. But luckily some people in that class stood by my side and stand up for me, especially defended me. So that's the good news over there. And so I was in a mainstream class until fourth grade until now. So it's been quite a challenge for me because sometimes I don't feel like I belong there and I have difficulty fitting in sometimes, but hopefully I can get through it sometimes. And I think what's really hard of living on the autism spectrum disorder is that I was taken advantage of by some neurotypical guys. And back in high school, like during my sophomore year, like I was in one special education class, in English class, and this guy who was sitting next to me is neurotypical, and he is horribly rude and kind of a jerk. So he would sometimes like make jokes about me and say something insensitive. So that time he felt like he had an audacity to unzip his pants and show his penis at me and waving it at me. So I was pretty shocked and a bit scared over there because I don't know what his real intentions are for doing that, but whatever it is, I was pretty like upset, and I think what he did is sexual harassment, honestly I think. But it was definitely upsetting over there because I don't know why he would do that, and I don't know why someone like him would do that in public like that. in front of someone who he doesn't know that well. So I didn't get a chance to talk with my teacher about it because that time my teacher was in a really bad mood and not in a good state that time. So I was in a large trap over there. So that time I had to suck it up and deal with it. So it was the worst. And yeah, I started to get taken advantage of by a lot of neurotypical people because people think that I'm dumb and stupid, so they felt like they have an audacity to try to manipulate me and trick me. So yeah, because like in my recent video, I told you guys that I was taken advantage of by my ex because I have autism, and my ex was a really horrible guy, honestly, and he took advantage of me. He just uses me to fulfill his needs. He only talks to me when it's convenient, and whenever I try to message him and everything, he only gave me one answer response, and sometimes he left it on read. So it was kind of frustrating over there, but other than that, I'm glad that my ex is out of my life because knowing that he is not a very good guy and he took advantage of me because I have autism, and there's so many red flags over there with him, but I'm not gonna dig deeper about it. But other than that, what's important is that I'm safe over here because I deserve someone who accepts me for who I am and doesn't take advantage of me like that. And what really hurts me the most is that my family my family knows that I have autism, but the hurtful thing I ever heard from them was that one of my sister told me that I shouldn't open up to a lot of people that I have autism because if I do, then people might find a way to trick and manipulate me because they think that I'm dumb and stupid. So I was pretty hurt about that kind of response, and that time I felt like I'm being misunderstood by who I am, and I felt like I'm just alone over here. So it took a while for me to accept my diagnosis because I felt like I don't fit in, and I felt like people misunderstood me sometimes, especially my family. And I'm gonna tell you guys that long time ago my mom doesn't accept me that I have autism, and she would definitely like say horrible stuff about people with ASD, ADHD, or other mental disability, and she would say stuff like autism is not normal and people with autism are not normal. So it was very hurtful to hear about it. And long time ago, my mom would always try to find a way to get rid of my disability, manipulate me and everything, especially like trying to find a way to cure my autism. So unfortunately, instead of supporting me or doing her job to help me out, she decided to have an audacity to cure my autism and get rid of my diagnosis. So I was really hurt and offended over there because someone who's supposed to support me is actually the ones who are hurting me. So yeah, I mean, it happened a long time ago, but now I'm glad that she changed and that she accepted me for who I am, and I'm glad that she's doing her best to accept me for who I am as a human, and that's really important. And I'm gonna tell you guys that autism is not something that you could get rid of, but it's something that you can improve and have a skill over there. And it's not a burden to have, it's a special thing to have. And that's what I heard over there. And so I mean, I've been getting like a lot of like criticisms about my diagnosis. Like people will say stuff like, I don't think you have autism, or I think you're misdiagnosed, or something. You seem very normal over there. Like those statements are really hurtful, and I feel like that's not a very supportive comment to say to someone who have been diagnosed with autism, because you don't understand what they're coming from and you are not in their shoes. And I think people should try to understand more about the condition or the diagnosis before judging people. And that's my advice over there. And I do hope that this story helps you guys. And I've been going to therapy and everything, and I've been making new friends right now, which is great, because 2022 was the worst year, honestly, because I was taken advantage of by my ex, and his brother blocked me on everything on social media after the breakup. And it was horrible because after the breakup, where my ex ghosted me, I lost a lot of my friends, and my ex brother blocked me on social media, and I was really hurt over there. But I'm glad that I found new friends right now who accept me for who I am and doesn't take advantage of me like that as a human. And that's really important over there. And I'm glad that right now I'm taking care of myself and everything, especially like writing a story for my novel, making YouTube videos, let's see, going out for a walk, going out to work out, getting boba tea or Starbucks. So that's really important over there. And I just want to let you guys know that if you guys are going through the same issue as me, just know that you are not alone and that you are beautiful your own way. Don't let the haters get to you. Don't let the negative comments get to you, because there's a lot of horrible people and awful people out there. And I think that we should bring awareness about autism, because autism is often misunderstood in society right now. And we cannot control what other people are doing, but what we can do is bring a support system, and also like educate people about autism as well. So that's pretty much it over there, and I hope this video helps you. So yeah, and anyways, I'm gonna end the video right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.